30 seconds away from show start. Here we go. Here we go.
Cool.
Welcome back, Fun Fam. And if you're brand new to the channel, welcome in to Follow the Bradley's Fun. My name is Ron E. Bradley, and this is the Daily Dish. And I hope that wherever you are, you're having a phenomenal day, whether you're watching this live or on the replay. And it'll help you have a phenomenal day if you click that like button. It helps you and it helps us get this show out to as many folks as possible. And if you're not subscribed yet, click that subscribe button, and of course, click that notification bell, because when you click it, you stick it to the YouTube algorithm, and you get notified of all of our uploads here at Follow the Bradleys. Fun. Today is the 6th. No, not the 6th. It's the 26th. It's the 26th day of November, the month of November in the year 2024. My gosh, the year is almost over. We are less than a month away from Christmas. Oh my goodness. We are a few days away from Thanksgiving. Oh my goodness. And I gotta put the right background up. I knew there was something I was missing. I'm like, no. You know what I need to do? I change that. Okay, there we go. Yes, indeedy doo-dah. That is the background. I want I like the moving purple background. How's everybody this morning? How is everybody doing? I know this was this is a little bit early. Thank you, Ruby Hoove. Already the gifties are coming. Thank you, Ruby Hoove, for gifting. The Real Steven TV has been gifted a membership to Follow the Bradley's Fun. Hello, Ruby Hoove and the Real Steven TV. And for that, we have to issue a celebration. Celebration is what we do here on the channel whenever we have those gifties, or anytime we celebrate you, our audience, because you guys are the energon that makes this guy transform and roll out of bed in the morning when it's really early. And speaking of early, this show is a little bit early this morning, and I'll tell you why in just a minute. But first of all, let's do the celebration. So we celebrate all of you, and I love to celebrate with a dance, get things going early. So whether it's a super chat, super sticker, super things, membership, gifted membership, buy me a coffee, PayPal, any of that stuff, I'm celebrating you. So thank you so much, and let's celebrate. Indeed, we've got the celebration. It has been a fast year, Nita and Tom. Had to get up a little bit early. So here's the deal this morning. The reason this show is a little earlier is I got to get out of here by 10 o'clock. So we have a doctor's appointment at 10:45. And so to travel there on time, I need to get out of here early. It might be even 9:45 that I end the show. Could be a pretty short show this morning. So just forewarning. So we're going to cover the story and we're going to get out of here. Now, this still will redirect to Culture Casino, but his show is not going to start until significantly long after this has ended. So just to let you know, the show, whatever you're watching, whatever device you're watching on, should automatically direct toward Culture's show, but that show will not get started until about 10:45 when Culture Casino gets his show started. So just want to let you guys know that. Thank you so much for being here. I got to say hi to everybody that is in the chat, which we haven't even done that yet. So Sunset Harbor Entertainment Incorporated, looks like I'll make it to this one. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're here and I'm glad you have made it. Tom F. Don't go in the water without a vest. Good morning, all. On to H. Waves and says hello. Juliet is here. Juliet says, good afternoon. Follow the Bradleys and chat. And I say to Juliet, what is in a name? A rose by any other name would smell as sweet. I've often wondered if that was true. I was actually in the play Romeo and Juliet a long time ago. I had the role of the friar. Yeah, long time ago. Friar, what was his name? It wasn't Friar Tuck, Friar Father. I don't know. Anyway, I had a long monologue. I don't remember any of that stuff now. Jonathan Rubin says, hi, everyone. And Just Nita is here and says, good morning, all. And John Rubin says, who is excited for Thanksgiving and Moana 2? I will tell you, not me. Not as much as I used to be back when I was much, much younger than I am now. You believe it or not, that decade from 40 to 50, and really, it's not even that decade. It's the 50 to 53 has changed me a lot. I'm not, and I don't know if it's because it's the age or it's because of the timing when that happened. I mean, I turned 50 in 2021, which was the very first full year of a certain political environment, if you will, and life hasn't been super great since then. Any greatness or goodness that has come out of life since, for me, since about January 20th of 21, has been despite the things going on in our country, not necessarily because of them, but I still try to maintain as good of an attitude as I can. Because that's what we do. Just got breakfast and fresh coffee. I am ready for a new day. Cheers. I'm using my wife's cup. Oh, look, you can see through Snoopy right there. Is it green? Oh, look at this green Christmas tree. You can see right through the green Christmas tree. That's funny. It's an invisible Christmas tree. I'm using my wife's cup this morning. Thank you, my beautiful wife, Virginia Bradley, for letting me borrow your cup. She's a big Snoopy fan. If anybody wants to send my wife anything, send her Snoopy anything. We love Snoopy. She's a big Snoopy fan. And Snoopy is one of our favorite things about Christmas. And Ruby Hoove, thank you for coming in. For gifting one Follow the Bradleys Fun membership. We appreciate you so much, Ruby Hoove. It has been such a fast year, and I had to get up earlier. In a lot of ways, I'm glad that this year, even though it's gone by fast, I'm anxiously awaiting next year, and actually the next 4 years I just think are really going to be great. I'm just really, really looking to how things progress over the next 4 years. And honestly, there's something that happened a couple weeks ago that truly gave me hope for the direction of both the country and the world. So aloha and good morning, y'all, and good morning, Ron, here for your show while having my pre-workout meal. Ooh, you eat before you work out? I have a pre-workout drink. That's what this is, but I don't have a pre-workout meal. I actually, when I do work out, I have a tendency to work out fasted. I don't know. I just feel like I get a better workout in when I'm fasted than if I've eaten, but that's me. So, but I need to get back into working out altogether because I have not. I actually worked out last Monday and was hoping that would be the start of something, and it has not been. Listening as I'm organizing my Disney Lore Canon card collection. But were you an air fryer? I played Juliet in my younger, skinnier days. Juliet and Snow White. That's awesome. Hello, Energenites, Energonians, day drinkers. So this place knows that's like the inside Epcot joke for when you go to Guardians. Epcotians? Epcoters. Does anybody know what they call themselves? And everybody says day drinkers. I like to go when I'm in Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, and he says that, I like to go 9-9. Is she a fan of the Thanksgiving Charlie Brown movie? Yes, and the Charlie Brown Christmas and all of that. I forgot to work out last night, so that's about 13 years of working out. Yeah, I feel you on that one. I feel you. Day drinkers, yes. Have a great day, everyone. We'll be listening. Time for chores. Thanks, Ruby Who. I appreciate it. Have a great day, Ruby. And hi, Tom F. And I think we are caught up in the chat. So, again, I think just because we've got a short show, I'm going to put this on the screen and I'm going to do our longer celebration before we get to today's story because everything's going a little quicker today. You guys ready? Let's celebrate.
Too much? Too much? It's a perfect! Wahoo! Oh, give me a break. I couldn't be more excited. Okay, anticipation. It's making me mental. But if they say yes, you can be on the show. I think I would go so crazy.
It just seems to me that he must be a pretty decent guy, I must say. Very cool. Okay, Sunset Harbor Entertainment says, okay, just letting you know, they posted an update today from WDW of the inside of Test Track, where they're explaining the 6 new set pieces and how they'll have corresponding cars per section. That is interesting because Test Track, the updated Test Track, is one of the things I'm truly looking forward to at Walt Disney World because I didn't love the last iteration of Test Track. It was okay, and I went on it a couple days before it closed down. I believe I have that I think I have it vlogged on the channel rather than I think I have it vlogged rather than live streamed. I believe I did not live stream that, but vlogged. I could be wrong. I'd have to go back and check. But yes, the older Test Track, the Test Track 2.0, I do have on the channel. But now, believe it or not, you guys realize that this will be the fourth ride variation that's been in that location, because it was World of Motion first before it was Test Track, and then it was Test Track 1.0, then it was Test Track 2.0. Yes, feel free to be ninja watching Izzo's place. I appreciate it. Anyhow, so Test Track is going to update. So maybe I'll do something about that tomorrow on the show. And then the Thursday on the show, of course, Thursday's Thanksgiving. So I'm not sure what I have for Thanksgiving as far as this show is concerned, because I will also be wanting to watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, which I think maybe at the same time. So we might, put that on and like put it in the corner or something. I don't know. But we shall see. But today, what we are talking about is Moana 2, to be specific. There's actually two big sequels. As far as I can tell, the biggest movies that are going to be in theaters this weekend are Moana 2 coming. And then we, of course, have Wicked still around. We have Gladiator 2 in its second weekend. And we have a movie called Red 1, which is a Christmas movie that hasn't been doing so well. It's like a Christmas action-adventure superhero movie where you have The Rock and you have Chris Evans and you have basically a whole bunch of guys that have played superheroes or superhero adjacent in the superhero movies doing a superhero version of Santa Claus. So that's there's a lot of superpowers in the movie, from what I can tell. Pam Empson, hello, Ron Bradley. Hope you are well. I hope you are well, Pam. Thanks for coming in. So we're going to talk about the Moana 2 box office here. And we're going to talk about how the movies that are coming out for Thanksgiving weekend stack up against each other. As you know, a lot of people are home. Thanksgiving weekend is a big movie for the box office. The box office has suffered a lot both last year and this year, with only a couple of things really hitting at the movie theaters the last couple of years. Barbenheimer, Barbie and Oppenheimer hit last year, as well as the Mario movie. This year, you got Deadpool, Wolverine, and Inside Out 2. Really, that's it as far as like super big hits at the box office. And then you had the minor hits at the box office like Dune 2 and stuff. But the box office has suffered quite a bit. I think Beetlejuice did okay. But, realistically, Beetlejuice 2, it hasn't been what I would call a banner year for the box office either the last 2 years. As a matter of fact, I think the box office this year is below what the box office was in 2019, and that's with inflated ticket prices. So people are paying more, but going less. And, that's not a surprise. If you want people to go more, you have to lower prices to get more people in. That's why Walmart does as well as they do. I unapologetically love Moana. They better not screw this movie up. I agree. It's Moana was a good movie. Okay, Izzo's really going ninja now. Shh, everybody, be quiet. Izzo's going to attack. I feel like Joe Biden. What people are talking about, how's The Rock double dealing, providing voice of Maui in Moana 2 and filming live action Moana. And think about it, The Rock is starring in 2 movies this weekend. The Rock is everywhere. The Rock, I will tell you this about Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He's smart. He's intelligent. When it comes to because he has a physical presence, even though he's almost always kind of just himself, he just shows up, does the lines the way he's supposed to. He is The Rock, and he puts himself in so many projects that he continues to do well as far as the business side of things are concerned. Jeremy says, I can't even remember the last movie we watched in the theater. Yeah, a lot of people have just simply switched. They just don't watch movies in the theater anymore. And streaming helped with that. Streaming, a lot of these companies that have gone to streaming the thing is, streaming is not a particularly profitable venue. They're trying to make it profitable now by making all of our streaming just as bad as watching cable was. In other words, they're putting a lot of advertisements with streaming. I don't mind that on Tubi or Freevee, but the moment I start paying for a service and then I also get advertisements on top of it, it's ridiculous to me. Like, you shouldn't have to pay and then get advertisements too. That's why I don't pay for YouTube Premium, because I'm cool with free and getting ads. Oh yeah, I forgot the Christmas phone. Yeah. I understand. So, and then Just Nita says, I love Moana so much that they can do no wrong with part 2 as far as I'm concerned. I hope not. Yeah, I hope they don't put, like at the end of the movie, oh, look at this girl that Moana is gonna now be with, or some stupid thing like that. Yeah, don't do that. I don't want Lilo and Stitch. I don't think I can play that because I don't want copyright, but I did see the trailer for it. It's interesting. I think there are good indications that Disney is moving away from quote unquote woke content. Woke maybe means something now different than it meant in the 1940s, but that's all words. All words have a tendency to kind of change definition over time, if you will. Well, let's read about this real quick. Comingsoon.net. This is out of comingsoon.net. This is a photo credit by Walt Disney. There's Moana and Maui. And this is by Anubhav Chowdhury. I don't know if I messed that name up, but Anubhav Chowdhury. Disney's Moana 2 prepares for a global debut with projections indicating a record-breaking Thanksgiving box office performance. Domestic pre-sales and international demand are driving significant interest in the animated sequel. Universal's Wicked and Paramount's Gladiator 2 continue to perform strongly, maintaining their positions in domestic and international markets. Moana 2 predicted to open with a $225 million at the global box office. We'll explain why if the article does not. I think it might, but I'll go into an explainer about why that number is so big for a weekend. Disney's Moana 2 is projected to debut with over $225 million globally during its opening weekend via Deadline. This includes a domestic haul of $125 to $135 million over the 5-day, there it is, 5-day Thanksgiving holiday, and $100 million from international markets. By the way, it's 6 days, not 5, and I'll tell you why that is in a second. Well, here it is. The article says preview screenings begin Tuesday in the U.S., with the international rollout starting Wednesday. The film aims to set a Thanksgiving record, potentially surpassing Frozen 2's $125 million 5-day performance. The sequel comes 8 years after the original Moana, so it's not even, I don't know, for a Disney sequel, that's not a super long time. The Disney sequel comes 8 years after the original Moana, which earned $643.3 million worldwide. Total. Moana 2 targets broad appeal with 4,100 domestic theaters, 300 IMAX screens, and 700 premium large format venues. It will also show in 3D at 2,200 locations. Early pre-sales reportedly exceed those of Frozen 2 and the Super Mario Brothers movie, highlighting strong interest from families and fans. Internationally, Moana 2 will cover 94% of its global footprint by Friday. Key territories include France, South Korea, Italy, Germany, and China. The staggered release strategy mirrors the original Moana, which performed well in markets such as Japan, France, and Brazil. Comparable animated titles like Finding Dory and Incredibles 2 also had strong openings in similar regions. During the holiday weekend, Moana 2 will compete with Universal's Wicked and Paramount's Gladiator 2. Both films have already gained significant box office momentum. Moana 2 offers a family-friendly runtime of 100 minutes and features the return of fan-favorite characters like Maui, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. These elements are expected to attract a wide audience. Reviews for Moana 2 are not widely available yet, but premieres in Maui and London highlight Disney's strong promotional push. Projections suggest it could rank among top Thanksgiving animated releases. International turnout and franchise popularity will be crucial, with final results hinging on holiday audience reception. So, yes, so it actually has a 6-day long release strategy for anybody that didn't catch that. There will be previews as early as Tuesday for Moana 2. Then you have Wednesday. Let's count them. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tuesday's today. It's going to start previewing today. So there are areas where you might be able to go watch Moana 2 today, should you want to. Moana 2 today, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That is a total of 6 days. So there you go. Moana 2, 6 days. All right. Now, let's look at how that. What is up, Going Shogi? The show is early this morning, Going Shogi, because I have an appointment. We have a doctor's appointment that we have to get to, so I didn't really have much of a choice, but to do the show a little bit on the earlier side this morning. So I apologize for those that are used to coming in at 9:30. Although thinking about it, I wouldn't mind having a longer show on most days so I could get to more topics. There is a chance that I might eventually move the show, to 9 o'clock. But today, this show will end early if you're just coming in. And we will still right over to Culture Casino, but with a break in between. So just letting you guys know. But yeah, so we have Moana 2 predicted as high as possibly $225 million worldwide. What will it actually do? I don't know. So based on the fact that Wicked came in, the projections for Wicked were about 150 million, and then it came in at 114 million. Not that 114 million isn't strong, and I don't know what the final numbers were. Let me see if the final numbers have come in for Wicked. Wicked was also a 6-day opening. There were for Wicked. There was also Tuesday, Thursday. I mean, it debuted with a Tuesday premiere. Okay, and actually looking at the numbers here, and I'm going to share this. Okay, you guys can see it on the screen. There you go. Sharing the Wicked box office, it came in under the $114 million projection. It's actually $112.5 million, and Gladiator 2 came in at $55 million. Red 1 at $13 million. So while Red 1 may not be much competition, Venom 2, The Last Dance, is still in theaters. There's also one called The Best Christmas Pageant Ever, which might be counter programming. So it's going to be interesting what the box office does this weekend, to be honest with you. It may, but it really depends. See, here's the thing. If Moana 2 is super front loaded opening weekend and it's not great enough to demand a lot of repeat viewings by fans, it may not break $1 billion. It really depends. Like Mario, for example. Mario ended up having so many repeat viewings. That's why it did so well. It was, oh no, just Nita said, I walked out of Red 1. Was it that bad, Nita? My gosh. Yeah. Now, and she says the Best Christmas Pageant is great. It's a must-see. Bring your children. It's great. So there you go. You have counter programming of a movie called The Best Christmas Pageant, and it's probably an under-marketed movie, but one of those great heartwarming things that just makes you feel really good. So if it's got good word of mouth, that could be in the theaters a while. What's sad is even if Moana makes $2 billion, it won't make up for the box office bombs this year. In a way, that's true. And I don't think it'll break $1 billion. I honestly don't think Moana. I do not think Wicked will break $1 billion. I don't think Moana 2 will break $1 billion. Here's my prediction on Wicked. On Wicked, I personally believe that it's one of those front-loaded movies that here's the thing about theater kids. Theater kids is not exactly like the wealthy crowd. So can they really go see a lot of movies over and over again? I don't know. I don't know that Wicked is going to get a ton of repeat viewings. It'll get a lot of repeat viewings, but from a very small percentage of the main of the general audience, right? So you have the general wide audience that goes to see a bunch of movies, right? And then you have smaller, niching down. And Wicked is pretty niche because it is musical theater. It stars very, very talented, but not necessarily broadly well-liked performers. Like the thing about The Rock is not tremendously controversial, right? So, but Ariana Grande has caused controversy. Cynthia Erivo has caused controversy, and some of that stuff just puts people off from going to support them. There's like, I don't want to support these people, so I'm not going to go. You look at like the funny thing about Red One is Red One may not be a great movie, but I like all the people in it. I'd kind of go to see the combination, not just one of them, but the combination of The Rock and Chris Evans and not J.K. Simmons. I mean, yeah, it's interesting. So, and people just now, hey, if I'm getting people talking about the best Christmas pageant and people go see it, I'll be very, very happy about that. And Nita says, oh, can I get it? Christmas pageant is beautiful and sweet and could become a classic like the way Christmas Story did. Skipping becoming huge hit later. Yeah, some of those things do. It's defied enough box office gravity. Yeah, so Wicked was popular. It's going to be popular the first weekend, but will it be as popular in the second weekend? So my speculation, I am guessing that because of Moana 2, especially because Moana 2 hits. So you got Moana 2. That's the movie everyone's going to go want to see. Like the vast majority of people are going to want to go see Moana 2. It's also a musical, right? So you even have musical people who went and saw Wicked. Now they're going to go see Moana 2. And Moana 2 is going to eat up the box office this weekend, taking away a lot from Wicked. I think Wicked could have over a 60% drop. Now, if Wicked has 50% drop or less, that would be amazing. But if it has an over 60% drop, it's going to fall off in the first few weeks of December, and it'll be it won't bring in $1 billion. You know, that's my prediction for Wicked. Not even the combination of international and domestic. Now, Moana 2, I think Moana 2 has the chops to bring in $1 billion, especially if it does that 225 million as predicted for this weekend. But there's a real question. Families don't have as much money as they used to have in the past. So a lot of families, Thanksgiving is a time to spend in the house, decorating the Christmas tree, eating Thanksgiving dinner, watching the parades on TV, then watching Christmas classics. There's so much Christmas content. Nobody needs to go to a movie theater to see something new. So there's the biggest question is, will the box office prediction of 225 million come true? How much will Wicked and how much will Wicked and Gladiator and Red One and Christmas Pageant, all those go down? And what will people be going to see when they do go to the movies? It's going to be an interesting Thanksgiving. Let me see. We've got people seem to still enjoy the journey into. No, not really. Are you talking about the attraction at Epcot? So every time I've walked into Journey of Water, no matter how busy Epcot is, Journey of Water is not particularly what I would call busy. It's not clamoring with people. As a matter of fact, so there's this thing in Journey of Water where when you get to the end of it, it requires a crowd to do the water right. Like you need about 6 to 10 people lined up, raising their hands to get the ocean to create a wave. And there's never even 6 people standing there unless they're the same group. So no, Journey of Water is not particularly a popular attraction at Epcot. People do walk through it, but honestly, unless you're a little kid, it's kind of boring, and it's definitely better at night. And of course, it's cold at night right now, so it's not a very popular attraction. It's like basically Journey of Water is about as popular as Nemo. After Moana 2, they won't touch Snow White with a 10-foot pole. Yeah, and I mean, you know that the new Snow White trailer is going to be going out, and a lot of people are seeing it, and it's the new Snow White trailer. It's just to me, I'm not excited about Snow White in any way, shape, or form. The closer it gets to Christmas, less people will go to the movies. When the option is gifts for the kids or $150 for 4 people to go see. Yeah, exactly. I mean, people just you got to spend. You got to be so careful about where you're spending the money right now, because right now, as of today's current economy and environment, people don't have a lot of extra money. I don't. We're in the broke category. So CBS will not be broadcasting it this year. Only NBC will. I'm not sure what that is. So easy for a family to go. It's probably meant so not easy for a family to go to the movies. To cost $190 bucks. So it better be a good movie. Yeah. 190 to probably $200. Exactly. Yeah, meh. Journey of Water is meh. That's it's definitely a one and done type thing for most people, and it's only exciting at night, and it's not even exciting. That's the problem with it. It's a walkthrough attraction. I think they made it a walkthrough attraction to get like bigger amounts of people to kind of flow into the park that way, and I don't see. I mean, in a park that can carry 10, 20, 30,000 people, I never see more than 100, even like 50 people in my whole entire journey when I go through there. This is like not a lot. Sad to hear, but that if you want to see a cool video, check out Ron's night video. Yes, I do have. Actually, I have a cool day and night walkthrough video. So it kind of gives, yeah. Sorry, Ron, for the typos. That happens. No big deal there. Anyway, I wanted to thank you guys for coming in today. Again, I have to keep the show short. Mufasa has a storyline. I think I would actually like to see that one. I'm glad you're the one. I have literally no desire to see Mufasa whatsoever. If they would have made it animated, if Mufasa were an animated movie, I would have been much more likely to go see it. But because it's CGI animated, and I didn't like the CGI take on Lion King, I just don't have any desire to see Mufasa. Honestly, so many of the movies coming up look bad that it's hard for me to want to go to the theater to watch movies. Sonic 3 is the one that I am most excited about, to be honest with you. Sonic 3, definitely. 3 or 4 kids, 2 adults, easily $150. Why? Because you got 12 for the tickets each, so you're paying over $50, $60 for the tickets, and then you have, in addition to the tickets, you have the food and the drinks and the drink. When you're paying $10 for a soda pop, easy. I was put off. Same, and Lin Manuel Miranda is talented. I definitely prefer Elton John. Elton John is obviously, from a personal standpoint, I could care less. He has his personal life, that's fine, but his music is phenomenal, so it is what it is. Yeah, the name Scar is way too on the nose. Yes, I wish it would have been animated too. I would have rather read the script. Not a fan of Lin-Manuel Yuck. I understand, because I hated Hamilton. Everybody loved Hamilton, and I'm like, how can you rap an entire musical? I didn't think Hamilton was great, but I do like the music for Encanto. So there's a like, I think Encanto, for me personally, is Lin-Manuel Miranda's best work. But there are so many others out there. I wish that more musicians would and writers would get a chance. In Hollywood, they just don't. And then Go and Shogi says, Phil Collins for the win. Yes, Tarzan. Tarzan has some great music. Oh yes. Hated Hamilton, and Encanto is memorable. Yeah, Hamilton. It's funny that they even come out of the same writer, but anyway, I got to get going, guys. It is, what time is it? 9:46. So I need to get going. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Ruby Hoo, thank you for the gifted membership. Gifties. And if anyone else wants to drop gifties or supers or any of that stuff, I'll give you a chance, because we got to celebrate. We got to celebrate before we leave, and let's do the long celebration today. You guys ready? Let's celebrate. Let's dance. Let's get this Tuesday going.
Is it too much? Too much? It's a perfect! Wahoo!
Oh, this is so nice. Give me a break. I couldn't be more excited. Okay, the anticipation is making me mental. But if they say yes, you can be on the show, I think I would go so crazy for it.
Moab membership. What's that? I used to live in Moab, Utah. Thank you so much, guys. I will share this real quick because somebody's talked about it. That is my merchandise shop. So Go and Shogi, if you want to share the link to my merch shop, I will show you some of that right now. This is the Make Disney Walt Again design, and it is available, of course, on the red hat, but also there's a lot of different designs for the Make Disney Walt Again. Then we've got my fedora, follow the Bradley's fun with the fedora. Then you've got the follow the Bradley's fun with the family logo stuff. So there's quite a few things. And I was trying to figure out what I'm going to do about putting Broccoli Mountain on a shirt. And I think I know what I'm going to do, because last night when I was watching Lorena's stream, I noticed something unusual. The mountain that is broccoli during the day turns into purple cauliflower at night. So I think that might be the shirt that I do. Broccoli Mountain on the front, purple cauliflower on the back. What do you guys think of that? I think it would be phenomenal. Oh, I survived Broccoli Mountain. Yeah. So anyway, something along those lines, and we'll look into that design. I gotta get going, guys. Thank you so much for today. Can you tap that artist for some shirt designs? I am. Oh, yeah. No, yes. Yes, I could very well do that as well. That's but also I check out replay as a live kingdom. But thank you so much for coming in and saying hi. The Bud File says good morning, people. And again, we are just about to end a very, very early show today because of a doctor's appointment. But I appreciate everybody coming in, checking us out. Thank you so much. And until tomorrow, we will see you real soon. Bye, everybody. Ciao.